Hello again, Struck. Today I'm bringing a great bit of news for Torchlight 3 fans, and this is that the game is launching on October 13th for PC, PS4 and Xbox One, which will be followed later on by a launch on Nintendo Switch. So on the October 13th you would be able to get PC Steam version, PlayStation 4 version and Xbox One version of Torchlight 3 for $39.99 or euro. I guess the prices will be different based on your region, but that's $10, €10 more than the early access price. So if someone maybe buys the game earlier, they can get it for $29.99, but the launch price would be $39.99. So keep that in mind. If you are planning on getting the game, you might want to get it before launch day so you can still benefit from the cheaper price. Now that we've gotten the dates and consoles out of the way, and we don't have a date for Switch yet still, it will be coming later, we can talk about what to expect with this launch. Well, the version 1.0 is already available on the test server, or what will become 1.0 is already available on the test server. So if you want to get your hands on the launched version of the game and help find any additional remaining bugs, critical hotfixes that might need to be done before the launch, please report them. You can do that on Steam by typing secret alpaca level in the box that you're seeing on your screen as a screenshot, and selecting the beta, the preview version from the drop down after you've activated the code. More about that in a link in the description, and also you can find out more in the public test server, public test realm channel in Discord, of the official Discord. Again, link to that in the description. So some people might be wondering, when will this update be available for all early access players? Early access players are getting a 1 week head start. So on October 6th you would be able to go into the game after the final wipe, the very last final account wipe, which will happen on the 6th of October. So everything is being lost. Fort, heroes, everything is getting wiped. Of course, you still retain your early access gift, DLCs, etc., because those are account tied, not tied to the specific progression of your current state. So on October 6th you would be able to log in on the live server without expecting any wipes. After that you get a head start, a jump start on things. And you know that the heroes and progression you make starting from October 6th will not be wiped. And you can help test things 1 week early. You can help stress test, and more about the stress test in a moment as well. And that 1 week between October 6th and the launch will be the buffer time to help figure out whether the servers can handle all the stress that we're sending their way. And whether they're gonna need some improvements and maybe last minute bug fixes. So there's another question that was answered by Extra, and that's does that mean early access gets 1 week head start on other platforms and the rest of Steam? Yes, early access players will get the 1.0 version 1 week before everyone does, and you'll be the guides and mentors for those who join the community at launch, is what they're also saying. There's also the question, will there be a stress test? And yes, as it's written in the post, which you can see, the state of the game week, I think it's week 15 or 16, it's state of the game week 16, link in the description for that as well. They're saying that they will be conducting a stress test on October 6th to help prepare for the global launch, and anyone who logs in during the stress test period starting on October 6th after the update and wipe and ending at 10 AM Pacific time on the following day, everyone who logs in through that time period can claim an exclusive fort decoration, which is the Net Strike banner which you're seeing on your screen right now. and you will only be able to obtain this item during this day after the update and wipe, and by logging in and checking your mailbox. So definitely remember to set your clocks and reminders. And there's also going to be Australian servers, something many people have been asking for, and finally they are ready to deliver. The stress test is the final part of getting the worldwide connection better situated, so that they can implement and bring up servers specifically for the Aussie friends and Kiwi friends, I guess, as well. So single player will be available in this update. Since it's the launch version, this has been confirmed, and you can just log in and start a single player only hero, but keep in mind the single player and online are completely separate. So you can have 13 heroes on the single player and 13 heroes on the multiplayer. You can never take the multiplayer heroes and put them into single player or vice versa. So if you decide to play single player, keep in mind you're not going to be able to use this progression in multiplayer. Separate contract, separate forts, separate heroes. The only thing that remains the same for single and multiplayer is you retain your DLC things, such as early access DLC banners and things like that, such as the Netstrike banner that I just mentioned, and any types of rewards like that are sent to you via mailbox. So there will be no crossplay at this time, but they are saying that they could review that again at a later date. And if people are wondering whether there's gonna be more content coming, they're saying that we'd love to keep making content for Torchlight 3 for as long as the community is interested in it. Which is definitely a nice way to put it. There will be next week, week 17, another final state of the game for the early access, and that would include a letter from Max Schaefer and Tyler Thompson. I'm looking forward to that one to see what they want to share with us. And the game is launching with the previously mentioned in another video of mine 4 classes and 5 subclasses, which results in 20 combinations, and across the different ways you can build each combination, you got over 100 different builds you can make. That maybe some could feel very same to others, but they would still be completely different builds and offer slightly different experience. So a very nice build variety, which I really hope many of you would enjoy, and that's actually one of the biggest pulling points in this game, all that nice viable build variety. Feel free to join the official Discord if you want to ask the developers some questions, if you want to find out how to join the test realm and how to help. And I hope this is good news to you. I'm personally very excited. Much sooner than expected. Well, not much sooner, let's say a little bit sooner than expected, but I did expect it to be coming very soon after they finalized the latest major update, the Relic update. I still think the game leaves some people, me including in that number, hungry for more content, let's say. And the Fazeer Dun-Djinn doesn't seem like my kind of endgame content, so I'm gonna have to wait until they come up with something else. And that is mostly because the Fazeer's Dun-Djinn is just not my cup of tea, it's not my kind of endgame. I like rifting systems, but I don't like how the Fazeer's is done, but it can become good with some tweaks. And the way I farm it is I just push until level 30, then I stop, and then I just look through maps to find infamous unique maps, to farm efficiently fame, to get legendary gear bundles, to get items that way. But as you know, many games launch with much less content, much less things to do, and very unpolished. And the developers of this game are bringing us a nice polished game with the least amount of bugs and 3 acts of the story and an endgame mode that can keep us busy for a while until the next big content update that hopefully would bring something more to do. So I think if you compare this game, compare it to other games at the time of their launch, not 7, 5, 3, 2, etc. years after they had launched and have been getting constant updates. Otherwise it's just not gonna be fair to the new game being compared to something that has been updated over and over again And keep in mind there will be modding for the single player version, which if the Torchlight 2 mods is any indicator of how many mods could come for this game, then that's very good news for all of us out there that don't care that we're playing offline, and maybe they might even make a multiplayer mod for the offline as well, so we can still play online with the mods. We'll see how that plays out. I really do hope to see some of you when I'm streaming, so we can just maybe try and team up and group up and test the new changes they made to difficulty scaling based on party members in the team, the number of party members in the team. I think it would be fun. I think it would be nice to see how different builds click together, because, well, there are so many builds, so how many group builds can one think of? So yeah, the game's coming very soon. I'm super excited. I hope you're as well. If you want to get notified when I upload more videos like this for Torchlight 3 or for other RPGs or other shooters, you can subscribe to my channel, click that bell button to not miss out on any of the notifications. Thank you for watching this video, Struck Up. Keep it cool. Until next time from me, and goodbye.